everyone, it is your girl GLBeauty87 here, aka Grace Honey, and I decided we was gonna switch it up today and do a little, you know, Sephora VIB recommendations and wish list. So I usually don't tell y'all what's on my wish list or show you what's on my wish list, so I figured I'd go ahead and include that in here today so you can see what you could possibly see coming on the channel in the future and get excited about. So without further ado, let's get into it, because I got about 29 products to show you that I'm getting, and then I still got to tell you what I recommend for you to get. So a couple of these are things that I do recommend for you to get, and I'm just getting different colors or different you know, I guess finishes in said product. So the first thing I have is the Haus Labs blushes. So of course I recommend y'all to get these. Y'all know I did a whole video on them. I'm getting the shade Fire Moon now, which I'm sitting over here so I can show y'all, but I'm getting the shade Fire Moon right here. But I have some of the original shades already. So I already have Dragon Fruit Days, and I have Watermelon Bliss. I was thinking about getting the Hibiscus Haze as well. We'll have to see, because you know I already have lots of blushes like that. Not to mention I don't have, you know, not like I don't have a whole bunch of these other things anyway, but I'm just kind of like, you know. So I'm adding Hibiscus Haze to my cart now while I'm talking to y'all, because I decided I need both of those. So I've got Fire Moon and Hibiscus Haze that I will be picking up, because I'm definitely intrigued. I liked the blushes I had. I'm sad they didn't bring the purple one back, but I will be comparing the purple one to the Dior blushes, since you know they came out with those. Next, I found out that the Urban Decay Face Bond Self-Setting Waterproof Foundation is out. I have shade 31 Medium Deep Warm Golden in my cart right now. And it's supposed to be a medium coverage, natural matte finish, and a liquid foundation. So I was intrigued when they said it was self-setting, because y'all know people be saying stuff self-setting, and I'm like, sure, right. The interesting thing is I didn't see this at Ulta, so I'm like, I know they said they were going to pull out, I think, did they say they were closing their own website, or they were pulling out of retailers? I don't remember. But I'm finding it interesting that it's already at Sephora, but it still hasn't dropped at Ulta yet. So I'm hoping it drops at Ulta on the 31st, because I'd rather pick it up from Ulta than Sephora. I don't even know why in my mind I want to do it that way, but I do. So I'm hoping it comes to Ulta so I can just pick it up there, because I feel like I'll get it from Ulta sooner, since they got that coupon going on right now where you get 20% off prestige products. And I've been trying to get some stuff from them and then some stuff from Sephora. So I'm going to try to get a video up on that soon with my girl Dionluvsmakeup. We was talking about it behind the scenes, because I was telling her, I was like, you could talk about this and I can talk about that, and then we both can just combine the videos together to give each of our perspectives to since a lot of our viewers are the same. So we'll see how that goes. But the next thing I have to talk about is this Rare Beauty Positive Light Silky Touch Highlighter. Now I do recommend you all get these as well. I'm just getting another shade. I'm getting shade Warm Copper. Y'all know I already have the shade Mesmerized, which is the bronze gold, and then I have the shade what shade? It's one other shade I have. Where's the one I have the shade Flaunt, and that was actually sold out right now, so apparently I have good taste. But these retail for $25. I'm getting the shade Reveal Warm Copper, and y'all know it's supposed to be an innovative powder highlight that gives skin an instant glass-like sheen for an easy, natural looking glow that lasts. So I wanted this shade just because I feel like you rarely see a copper like highlighter. I mean, I feel like you see like copper-ish colored blushes, like the one from Cover FX. They had, I think it was the apple one that they had, or cinnamon something. It has like a shimmery blush that's really similar to the shade of this highlighter. So I was interested to just get a highlighter as opposed to having to like use that as a highlighter, because I feel like it just looks like a shimmery blush that I made into a highlighter. I wanted an actual highlighter version of this, so I was happy that she came up with this color so I could snatch it up real quick. Now I have recommended this thing to you in the past, so this is another recommendation that I'm just picking up. It's the Used to the People Superfood Niacinamide Body Cleanser with antioxidants and hyaluronic acid. It retails for $39 and you get 16.4 ounces, which to me is actually a decent amount of product. I just think it's a little high, I guess because I'm so used to using like Native and Dove, to like when I see a body wash that costs $40, I'm like, ho. This definitely is worth it though. I can definitely feel the difference on the body, and it smells amazing. Like y'all, the notes in this, it smells so amazing. And I don't usually like notes like this because it's earthy greens and herbs, but it smells amazing. So it's fresh greens, black pepper, and cedarwood. But I put it with the Le Labo, the Noir 29 dupe that I have from Dossier at night, and oh my god, it smells amazing. Like, it smells like I should be going on a date night somewhere instead of going to bed, because it smells so good. It's a nourishing body wash formulated with niacinamide and antioxidants that purifies and visibly balances without a stripping effect, leaving skin soft, smooth, and hydrated. I definitely say it does all that, and it's definitely worth the price, which is why I'm probably going to grab 2 during the sale. I'm grabbing 1 on the first round of sale, then I'll go back and grab another one, because it's like, it's a body wash that I really do genuinely like, and I feel like it'll help me in the summertime, because, you know, well, mainly more probably in the wintertime, because I don't feel like I'm as dry in the summertime as I am in the wintertime. But I'm picking it up now just because I really love it, and it's during the sale, so I have to have it. Now, y'all know I love Juliet has a gun and not a perfume. Just every perfume they have that I have tried, I have loved. I think it's only a couple of them that I have not tried, but they came out with this new one called Juliet. So, you know, I had to get it. I'm getting a travel size of it. I'll probably give y'all a review of it. We'll have to see. But it is a warm floral scent. It has dark cherry, jasmine, absolute, and tonka bean. And I'm like, yes, give it to me. Give it to me. I'm here for it. Juliet has a gun and not a perfume. It's never steered me wrong. So I am happy to pick this up. They have me using scents that I usually don't use, like the Mahogany Bliss. I really like that one. Y'all know I'm not really a florals girl at all, but that one, they can have my undivided attention. I'm like, yes, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me now. Give it to me now. I don't want to wait, give it to me now. So I got a couple of Shani Darden skincare things. Y'all know I recommend Shani Darden skincare whenever the sale comes, because I love her stuff. So she has this new cleansing serum, and it's supposed to be for normal, dry, combination, oily skin. So basically all skin types. It's a luxurious cleanser with a serum-like texture that removes makeup and impurities without stripping skin of natural oils or over drying. It's supposed to help with pores, dryness, dullness, and uneven texture. So I was interested in trying this, so I had to make sure I added it to my cart, because all the Shani Darden skincare I have tried, I really enjoy. I think there's only one thing I wasn't crazy about, like her moisturizer. I don't know, I feel like it didn't give me enough hydration, but it wasn't like with a bad product. It's just I wanted a little bit more hydration than it gave. So it wasn't bad. And since I have so many skincare products, I usually just put another moisturizer on top of it and go along with my day. I don't know if my skin is just more dehydrated than usual, and that's why I didn't moisturize enough, but I feel like I didn't get personally enough hydration, so that's why I was like, okay. And then I think she came up with this other product a while ago, and I just didn't get my hands on it initially. So this is the Moisture Boost Plumping Serum. And it's a silky, non-sticky hydrating serum that visibly plumps and floods skin with dewy hydration while supporting the skin's moisture barrier. And this is supposed to be for all skin types as well. Normal, dry, combination, and oily. And this is supposed to help with fine lines and wrinkles, dryness, and dullness. And I'm confused though, because it says it's formulated like a mask, and I'm like, if it's just saying it's a serum, then how is it formulated as a mask? I don't know, I'm confused. Let's read a little bit more, because now they confused me by putting it underneath the mask. It says this non-comedogenic silky serum is powered by 17 plumping hydrators, including snow mushroom and red algae. The ingredients retain, replenish, and bind moisture to flood skin with instant long-wearing hydration. The serum can be worn alone or layered underneath your moisturizer or SPF for an added boost of hydration. Okay, so it is a serum, and it just is a hydrating serum that you can put on, and then your moisturizers and everything is useful, which is what I was hoping it was. But when they had it classified underneath a mask as a formulation, that's kind of what threw me off. But either way, I'm picking it up, because I feel like Shani Darden didn't get me wrong when it comes to my skincare. And shout out to the Glam Twins, because that's how I found out about Shani Darden, because I was like watching their videos on skincare, because you all know they really have really nice skin. So I was like, I wonder what they use. And then they, you know, popped out with Miss Shani Darden as one of the dermatologists, or what is it, estheticians that they follow. And I was like, say less, I need it now. So there's a couple more things on here that I actually have already had that I want to recommend to you before I just show you the rest of the stuff I'm getting in this cart. Now this is just my order online, pick up in store cart. I still have like 11 things in the one that I have to do online, and then I'm going to have to add Jackie's fragrances to that too, because they haven't launched yet, so they're not in the cart, but we still going to talk about them though. We're still going to talk about it. I have every travel size of all the ones she has. Even though I know I might not like one, I'm still getting it. I don't care. We're supporting Miss Ina over here. Okay, so I do recommend these Ulta Beauty Full Filler Shine Non-Stick Lip Glosses. If you all saw one of my videos, you saw I put on the pink one in the video. And then in another video, I put on the honey one. So I had honey and sugar baby. Honey is still available. Sugar baby is out of stock. And then bombshell is out of stock online. They still have it in store, which is how I was able to get it, because it's in my cart now. But if I was trying to buy it online, I wouldn't be able to get it. Anyway, these retail for $19. I prefer the shade honey over sugar baby, but people clearly disagree with me because honey's still available and sugar baby is not. So this is a hydrating non-sticky lip gloss for high shine lips with visibly smoothing and blurs fine lines. That is true. I do find it to blur the lines on my lips completely. And you know, the vegan collagen in there is supposed to smooth the look of lip lines, which it definitely does do a good job. Because after a few minutes me having it on, I clearly see like the difference on my lips. So if you're one who likes to have that smooth lip effect and make it look like you have Botox and that's why your lips are so smooth and whatnot, then this is definitely the gloss for you. Now if you don't like a high pigmented lip gloss, then you may not like this. Just make sure you don't have like any lipstick on underneath, because it'll really just be like the opacity on these is quite extensive, and I love that. So maybe you should just get the clear one if you don't like a lip gloss that is highly pigmented. Just buy the clear one. That might be why she has a clear one for people who don't like that. I personally like a pigmented gloss because I feel like if your lipstick wears off, the gloss on top of it will still show whatever color you originally had on. You don't have to worry about, you know, like reapplying and all that, because even though the lipstick underneath is gone, the gloss is still very pigmented and is seen. That's just my personal thing about it. Plus I just love lip gloss. Like, since lip gloss is the original OG thing I started off with when it came to products, I think that's why I'm just kind of biased and like lip gloss. But either way, I'm getting the shade Bombshell, and then there was a shade called Foxy, which is like a caramel brown that I like. I want to kind of compare these to the Fenty ones as far as colors go to see if they're similar, because these are $2 less and like they get the lines off your lips, so I feel like they might be better to as far as to purchase if you're concerned about those lines on your lips. And they have a nice formula that's just as nice as Fenty's, because it is quite comfortable. The only thing I will say is I feel like it bunches up on the corners in my mouth when I'm talking, and I personally don't like that, because when I'm talking, then lip gloss is just gushing out of the sides over here. So that's the only issues I've been having with them. But you know, if you don't have that issue, or maybe I just put too much on to make sure the opacity is the way I like it, and that's what my issue is. Either way, I've been finding when I do use them that it bunches up in the corners of my lips, and I'm not necessarily crazy about that. Okay, let's get my last recommendation out the way that's in this cart. This is the Tatcha, the Matcha Cleansing Daily Clarifying Gel Cleanser. I love this stuff. I got the little sample. I always try to get a little sample when it first comes out, so that way I have an idea if I'm going to like the product or not. I'm still using it. I've been loving this stuff. It is a fragrance-free, soap-free gel cleanser that decongests pores and balances oil without stripping to reduce makeup slip off for prime, shine-free skin. I've been enjoying this quite a bit. I usually use the Kate Somerville Eradicate Foaming Cleanser. And I like that too, but it's like I like trying something different and not necessarily having that smell, because if you all didn't know, that one kind of has like a medicated smell to it, kind of like the little you know, the little thing you dip the Q-tip in and then you put for the dots on your face. It has that kind of same smell when you're washing your face with it, and it's like I know it's gonna come off when I wash my face, but it's like it's pleasant not to have that smell and still get a decent result of skincare. So I'm thinking I might just bring that one over here from my grandmother's house, so that way I only have to use like once a week and I can still use it up, but I can use the matcha one at home since that's the one I'm gonna be using every day. So I'm definitely interested in this. I still have my deep cleanse. I'm glad they took it out that container they used to have it in, because I felt like it was hard to get all the product out. So I think somebody gave them that feedback, or they got enough of that feedback and they stopped putting it in there. So I have the deep cleanse already, and then I'm gonna have this. So I should have enough Tatcha at home to last me for cleaning my skin off. Even though I wash my face, I only wash my face once a day, believe it or not. I wash it when I get off work in the middle of the night with my makeup or whatever, and then, you know, like shower and all that, and then I get ready for work the next day and I like wash up, but I won't have time to necessarily wash my face. So I believe it or not, I only wash my face once a day. I only wash it twice a day on the weekends, because, you know, I wash it when I first get up to do these videos, and I wash it at night. But like I said, I've been thoroughly enjoying this product, so I definitely need to get my hands on it. Now the rest of the stuff that I'm getting. So y'all know I had to get this Super Goop skin tint, right? So I have shade 46 deep in my cart, 46 in, which is deep neutral. And this will be an effortless lightweight skin tint meets powerful SPF 50 with light buildable coverage and natural finish for immediately smooth, even looking skin. My only concern with this is it says it's light coverage. So I'm feeling like I might have to do underpainting where I have concealer that I put on my cheeks ahead of time in order to get like the type of coverage I want, and then put concealer on top just to make sure there's enough coverage. Because this saying light, I'm not feeling the fact that it says light. Maybe I can mix this in with the Kosas one and like it a little bit better that way. I don't know. But the fact that it's saying light and I have a lot of dark spots and hyperpigmentation is kind of what was a turn off for me and why I didn't want to buy it at a regular price. Because I had every intention to get it, but I was like, the Sephora sale's coming. It's saying it's light coverage. I don't want to rush out and get it. So that's why I personally did not rush out and get it. I'm still getting it, as you can see, because we're talking about it in my wish list / recommendations video. But that's the reason I didn't rush out to get it, because I normally would have been on it. Now the new Say concealer, I already actually have that along with one of their blushes. I'm just waiting for one of these foundations to show up for me, so that way I can go ahead and have a foundation and concealer to give you at the same time. I didn't want to have to just do a concealer and then later on come and do the foundation. So I was like, I'm gonna just wait and do all that. Of course, I have the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Luminous Blush Powder Blushes in my cart. So I have the shade Truth, which is the deep maroon one. And then I have the shade Joy, which is the muted peach shade. Y'all know I love a peachy shade. So my whole thing is I was going to put the Marigold shade from Juvia's Place underneath as like a base, and then put that one on top, so that way I could possibly get more coverage with it, because it's looking kind of lighter on the model that's the deepest model they have it on. That isn't, that's like I think a couple shades lighter than I am. She's more like the fancy facey shade. So I figured if I put a cream base underneath it, it would work out better for me as far as you being able to see the opacity of it, because I'd have a cream one underneath it that's similar to the tone of it to help kind of bring it out. That's the only reason I'm getting this one, because I was just going to get the shade Truth that I know would work for me and keep it moving. But y'all know I love a peachy blush, so I had to, you know, get that one as well. So I have that one and the shade Truth in my cart right now. Then I have the Armani Prima Glass Hydrating Lip Gloss with Squalene. I told you I was going to get one of these. So I have the shade Honey, which is the peachy nude with shimmer. Of course, I was looking at the pink one as well though. What's it called? Candy Halo. It's just a classic pink, but it doesn't have any shimmer in it. So I was looking more toward the peachy one because it has shimmer in it. I'm interested in the shimmer, but now I'm kind of thinking I should get the pink one without the shimmer, because I'm gonna get the shade, what do you call it, I'm getting one of those glosses from, what's her name, Gwen Stefani's line, and the Marigold one, and that one looks nice as well, and that's the peachy one. And I'm like, how many peachy ones do I need? So I think we're gonna switch over and actually get Candy Glow in this one, and then I'll leave the peachy one away. And then if I really like the formula, then I'll pick up the peachy one later at another time. So I'm actually gonna switch out shades, so y'all helping me switch out and change my mind and all that based upon other things I'm like, you know, already looking at and interested in, because I'm like, I don't need too much of the same stuff, even though I already have too much of the same stuff, but I'm not trying to deliberately buy more of the same stuff, if that makes sense. Next, believe it or not, I'm going to get one of these Forever Glow Maximizer Long Wear Liquid Highlighters from Dior. I have the shade Rosie in my cart. If you all remember, I told you all this was the one I would be most likely to get, because it has more of that like rose gold peachy undertone to it, and I like kind of rose gold effects when it comes to like this type of thing, and I felt like the rose gold one would be the one that looked best on my skin tone as well, besides the bronzy one, because I didn't want a bronzy one. So Rosie is the one I chose, and this is a multi-use liquid highlighter that brightens and enhances the complexion with an instant and long-lasting glow. So I'm just like, okay, they said it's supposed to be a multi-purpose formula and makes it the perfect product to use as a highlighter, a blush, a bronzer, or on eyelids. It provides up to 24 hours of hydration, brightens, and enhances the complexion for an instant and long-lasting glow. So they claiming that I could buy the dark one and use that as a bronzer supposedly, and then they saying I can use the rosy one as a blush, and then they saying I can use, I guess, the peachy one as a highlighter, or maybe the gold one as a highlighter, and they can use all of them to, you know, do all these different things. But I'm like, $45 a pop, I know that's like $150 just for 3 things, and then I'd still have to set all these things with powder, so that's a bit excessive. No, she doesn't want to do that. Thank you so much. But I will get one just to try because on sale, and I am curious as to see how the formula is going to be. Plus I have like a rose gold highlighter powder one, and I want to see how well it would go along with that product. So that's mainly why I'm getting it. I told y'all I just wasn't paying full price for it. So now the sale has come, I will be getting it. I'm also getting this Cali Ray Right Away Brightening and Hydrating Under Eye Color Correcting Concealer. So I got the shade Deep with Peach Undertone called Sunset. It looks nice to me, since it's supposed to be a color corrector. If it wasn't a color corrector, I would have bought the shade Rosy Ways, just because that one to me looks more like a highlighter shade to me. But since it's supposed to be a color corrector in addition to a concealer, that's why I picked the one I picked, which is the shade Sunset. So this is supposed to be a long-lasting, lightweight, serum-like color corrector that quickly brightens and hydrates under eyes to conceal dark circles without caking or creasing. So now they're making it sound like it's just a color corrector and it's not a concealer. So it's like, is it a color corrector or is it a concealer, or are you just trying to say it's both to make yourself seem unique and that you have made a unique product? Because when you read that, you noticed it didn't say anything about it being concealer. It just said conceal dark circles. So I'm assuming that's where it's supposed to fall under concealer. I'm a little bit confused. I'm still going to try it out though, just to see how I feel about it. I've never actually tried anything from Cali Ray besides a sample of the mascara they had and the primer. And I did like the primer, but they came out with a skin tint. And y'all know I'm a foundation girl. I don't really do skin tints. And since I don't really know much about this brand, I know like the lady that started Urban Decay has this brand now. So that's why I was just kind of like, when it came to skin tint situations. That's why I personally am just bagging off and we're not doing that. But I think it's only one more thing in this cart that we need to talk about, right? No, it's 2 more things, sorry. So I have the Milk Makeup Cloud Glow Priming Foam with Brightening Turmeric. I told you all that this seemed intriguing to me and I wanted to get it. So it is in my cart for the sale. It is a skincare packed priming foam that visibly brightens and hydrates to bring out your skin's natural glow and create a smooth base for makeup. So this sounded interesting to me, so I was like, yes, I need to pick it up. I don't see any reviews for it, so it says 140 reviews. Okay, here they are. So it's got a 4.7 pretty much across the board, which seems good. I know Karen Harris got this. I didn't watch her video on it because I didn't want it to, like, you know, make me change my mind or not change my mind. So that's one of Karen's videos I actually haven't watched because I'm like, I don't want it to, you know, like affect how I'm gonna feel about this product. So I'm excited to try it out. It seems a little gimmicky to me, and it's awfully tiny for the price point, because this is at least 1 fluid ounce. It's not even 1 fluid ounce, and it's almost $30. So I'm kind of just like, I'm hoping this just isn't a gimmick that like ends up flopping. I end up not liking it, and I actually end up liking it, because it does seem like it'd be a cool and unique product to my collection. I got rid of the one that Fenty Beauty had that was supposed to be like a foam primer or whatever, because I wasn't necessarily crazy about the way that one worked, but I think it was like more of a glittery type thing. Now this I clowned, but I told y'all I would probably end up getting, and the reason I'm getting this, look at me with justification, but I do have a reason. I found a $5 lipstick that says it's supposed to be a hydrating matte lipstick formula as well, so I'm like, I want to compare it to this. So this is the Westman Atelier Lip Suede Hydrating Matte Lipstick with Hyaluronic Acid. Remember I told you they were $50 pop, and I was like, who paying her $50, and then how much is the refill and all that? So I asked all those questions. It was a new makeup releases. I want to say it's the 3rd one. I think I labeled, matter of fact, like her and Natasha need to stop at these high prices or something. I tried to remember to link it somewhere, I don't know, but yeah. So I got the shade Lacquer in my cart. It's a corally one, and then I remembered I had saved some from Essence. They have these $5 lipsticks that's supposed to be hydrating as well, so I was like, now I'm gonna have to put it to the test, because they have a few similar colors that one has as well. So like basically like the nudie tone shades, I feel like people would buy the most. They had a couple more of those, so I actually bought, I have 3 of theirs in my cart and 1 of this one, because I mean, like $150 for 3 lipsticks, girl, well. But it's a hydrating matte lipstick infused with hyaluronic acid and peptides to plump lips and soften lines. Nourishing vivid pigment that doesn't feather. So I got one of these just to try out in my cart. We'll see how well it goes. And then after that, I will give y'all the tea on the other one. So I gotta wait till Ulta mails that off. But yeah, I'm definitely excited about that one, because if I can find y'all a $5 dupe to a $50 lipstick, honey, my dupe queen status will still be intact. Okay. So let's move on to my regular cart. Now, believe it or not, I got a lot of fragrances in here. So it's a couple of fragrances in here I recommend to you. So let me start off with the recommendations as usual. So I have the Clean Reserve Brilliant Peony Rollerball fragrance in here. It's a fruity floral, and I know I don't usually like florals, but the smell of this one was actually really nice. It was peony, magnolia, and musk. And I've noticed, like, when there's magnolia in a fragrance, I'll be more likely to use it and like it. So I think the floral fragrances I like usually have magnolia in them, and that's what my thing is. Because if you all remember, I just said I like Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfumes, and Magnolia Bliss. So I like magnolia when it comes to flowers as a general rule, is what I'm noticing. But anyway, it says this fragrance is inspired by the beauty and brilliance that emanates from a spring garden brimming with a sea of peonies. The illuminating scent opens with the signature blend of pink peonies that moves through a subtle and sweet floral heart. The musk and sandalwood notes add the touch of a scent that radiates all day. So I really like this brilliant peony. I ended up getting a sample of it when they have it. That's how I try a lot of stuff. I'll be like, yes, there's a sample, so I need it. So I ended up liking it, so I liked it enough to get the rollerball. Now, I don't know if I liked it enough to get the big one, because y'all know the big ones from Clean, they are not cheap. They're like $110, and I already have like a whole bunch of samples that I use from time to time, because I'm a person who uses fragrances based upon how I feel at the moment. So it's like I'll use like a fragrance when I feel like it, or when I'm in the mood for it, and I'll use up that travel size, and then I'll move on to another thing or whatever. So since I have plenty of fragrances, I couldn't justify getting a big one of this. So I was like, I need to get a small one and keep it moving and be realistic with myself about why, you know, I don't need a big one. However, this fragrance I'm going to get a big one of. And I recently did a post showing y'all a dupe between this brand having a fragrance and another fragrance. This is Phlur. So this is the Mood Ring. I'm actually going to get the big size Mood Ring because I liked it that much. Not to mention the travel size. The miniature one is sold out. But like, I wanted the big one for sure. So I was like, I have to have it. This smells amazing. I was nervous about getting this because if you all remember, the first Phlur scent I bought was like Not Your Baby, and I didn't like the way it smelled at all based upon the notes it had. I feel like it didn't match those notes. But this one is fruity gummies, orange floral, and glazed musk, and I must say I was very impressed with this. I can see myself wearing this a lot during the summer, so I could justify getting the bigger one. But yeah, I definitely recommend you try this one if you have not tried it, honey. It smells amazing. Like, it definitely gives like this fruity gummy smell that I was looking for, but I feel like it does it in a more adult way. It's not giving like Victoria's Secret or Bath and Body Works type gummy bear smell. It's giving more of a sophisticated, like gummy, sweet, fruity smell to it. So that's why I recommend that you pick it up if you have not. Let's see, that's one other thing. Oh yeah, Brown Girl Jane. Now I was telling y'all about Brown Girl Jane. I did a whole discovering a brand new brand, Brown Girl Jane. It's on my membership. If you remember, then you've seen it. And I got a couple more membership videos I need to post on fragrances, but I have to get around to edit them. Anyway, I definitely recommend this new fragrance they have out called Carnival. I feel like it's perfect for summer. It's giving I'm living and you need it. Now, unfortunately, you can't go in store and smell them. They're only online right now. I'm hoping eventually like they'll come in store and have one of those little like, you know, like sections like LYS does, where they just put it in the front. They have like 2 or 3 that you can smell and try out. I'm hoping eventually they get to that point. They have not gotten there yet though, so I'm just happy that they're at Sephora at all, because I've been wanting to try them forever and they finally made it, and I'm just like, yes, yes, yes. But anyway, this is a fruity floral, so it's Caribbean mango, whipped musk, and vanilla. So y'all knew I was gonna have to try it. It says, lose yourself in revelry with Carnival, a delicious juicy fruit floral fragrance capturing the essence of Trinidad's legendary celebration. This scent opens with mouth-watering top notes of ripe mango, mingling with sweet vanilla and nectar, balanced by traces of luscious cream and sandalwood. This stuff smells so amazing, y'all. This was the first one I tried, and as soon as I tried it, I was like, I need the full size, thank you. I need the full size, thank you. It's only one other one I would possibly get the full size of, but this is the one I'm getting the full size of for sure. I recommend it. You need it, you need it, you need it, girl, you need it. Did I mention you need it? You need it. It's amazing and you need it. So I think that's the last thing I had to recommend. The other things are just gonna be things I'm talking about I want. So let's just continue on the fragrance train, girl. I'm here, you're here, everyone's here. So we're gonna go into this. I've never heard of this brand. It's called Net, and they have this pear jam fragrance. So of course y'all know me, I gotta grab a travel size. I don't know how I feel about it, and it's not in the store where I can pick it up and smell it. So I'm like, I just, you know, we're not gonna risk it, girl. We're not gonna risk it. But it's a fruity floral, and it has pear, rose essence, and patchouli. So I was interested about it because I'm like, I've never had a pear scented fragrance, and the fact that it says pear jam is like intriguing me because I'm feeling like, I was hoping it was gonna be like a sweet, more gourmand thing, but fruity florals are nice for me, and I like them in the summertime, which we're approaching soon. Spring and summer is when I usually use a lot of fruity scents, so I can see myself liking this, and that's why I was like, let me go ahead and throw it in the cart. Let's get back to a little bit of makeup, and then I'm gonna probably end with fragrances because I have more fragrances. I told y'all, like, the cart that getting shipped to me has the majority of the fragrances in it because a lot of these fragrances aren't in the store yet. But next we have the Give by Gwen Stefani Dewy Plump Collagen Lip Gel in the shade Marigolds. So it is a collagen supporting non-sticky tinted lip gel for soft hydrating lips. So I saw this orange shade on Gwen Stefani, and it was kind of the shade I wanted anyway. I was going to push for the pink because I was like, I feel like I always get oranges, but when I saw it on her, I was like, yes, this will go perfect on top of like a lipstick I want to try or something. So I'm like, I'm gonna just go ahead and stick to that one. Now I'm not gonna actually get the blush, which you're probably shocked about because originally I know in my new makeup releases I said I should get one blush and one lip gel that matched the blush, but I don't know, I just feel like I'm not gonna like the blush, and since I have a few liquid blushes already and I don't use them, I don't feel the need to go out and get an extra one. But I did want to try the lip products because I like all her lip products, and when she first came out, I think she came out with lip products and I was thoroughly impressed. So I was like, I'm going to, you know, get the lip product that I know I will like. Next, I have the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Mattifying Water Powder Serum with niacinamide and hyaluronic acid. I meant to get this a while ago. I don't know what happened where I ended up not getting it. I think I had it to pick up in store, and I was going to buy it when I got paid Friday along with some other stuff. And then it sold out, and then I just kind of like forgot about it. But I was like, I need to get my hands on it, especially because summer is coming, and I feel like this would be like perfect for that time. So it is a mattifying water to powder serum that primes, absorb shine, and visibly refine skin with comfortable matte complex, a unique blend of 7 potential ingredients. So I'm interested in trying it. I want to know if this is going to be just as good as the balm that she has, because I was thinking about combining both of these, this and the balm, just to see, and then try it alone. So I'm going to try it alone when I initially do the video, obviously, and then I'll try it with the balm, and we'll see how well that works out. So I am intrigued, I am interested. So as you see, I got a couple of complexion products. Of course, I got a concealer, I got a couple of concealers, I got a couple of primers, I got a couple of foundations. So we'll be doing a couple of complexion things, which is why you haven't seen a complexion corner yet, because complexion keeps coming out, girl. I expected it to be done by now, but they like, look, no, we're not done. I'm just like, okay. Next, we have the Sephora Collection Matte Bronzer Powder. I literally just talked to y'all about this in the new makeup releases. So I told you all I had shade 4 in my cart, which is like the deepest shade they have. No, they have, yeah, the deepest shade they have is shade 4. And I was kind of wondering if I needed to get that shade, if I could get the shade 1 above it, because the girl in the picture is darker than I am that has this shade, but then the girl in the other picture with shade 3 is lighter than I am. So they're saying that was for tan skin, and then they're saying the one that she has for deep skin. So I'm like, okay, so if it's supposed to be for tan skin, that means Karen's supposed to be able to wear shade 3, not me. So I was like, I guess I have to get shade 4. So I'm hoping it's right. I'm hoping that it'll eventually come in the store before I have to make my order Friday, so that way I'll know, you know, which shade I actually need, because I don't want to buy the wrong one and have to try to return it back and do a whole bunch of extra stuff that I'm just not necessarily trying to do. Next, we have the Ulta Beauty Creamy Obsessions eyeshadow palette. So I have the shade Grayish. I told you all, like, if the sale came and it was still somewhat popular, I'd go ahead and get it. So I'm thinking about going ahead and get this. To me, this is like a we'll see type thing. I don't know that I'm necessarily crazy about or want to rush out and get this. So I'm kind of like, I don't know. Anyway, it's a creamy palette with innovative ultra pigmented metallics, marble, and cream to powder eyeshadows that blend seamlessly to create an array of timeless looks. I don't know how I feel about that because I didn't like the cream to powder or the cream formula she had in her palette before, but I don't think they were supposed to be cream to powder before. And I'm concerned about them not sitting down well because I don't know if they're necessarily going to be like the Natasha Denona ones where they dry down to powder nicely and they don't, like, you know, crease or bunch up or you have issues with it in that way. And that was my concern with this, which is why I didn't want to just go out and buy it at a regular price for $32 because I'm like, I don't even know if this is going to work out that well. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm just kind of like, you know. Now I remember talking to you about this fragrance like a million years ago and they finally just launched it like a week or two ago. I think it launched on National Fragrance Day. This is the Prada Infusion Day Vanilla Travel Size Perfume. I told you all, of course I was going to get the vanilla one. We all know I was going to get the vanilla one based upon the 4 scents they had. That was just the one that made sense for me. So it's a fresh floral. It's supposed to be vanilla, bergamot, and neroli. So it is a ambery and woody perfume that encapsulates the sensual personality of vanilla. This fragrance blends with sweet vanilla, delicate neroli, and musk angelica seeds for a mysterious second skin scent. So I'm iffy about how I feel about this fragrance because I'm kind of just like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Prada trying to come up with a vanilla scent. And this is supposed to be a, what is this? A unisex and genderless scent. And it's supposed to be a fresh scent. And I'm not really big on fresh scents, so that's another thing that's concerning me about this. So that's definitely why I was like, I would not buy a full size of this. Aside from the fact, we just talked about it, I have too many fragrances as it is, and I keep trying fragrances to see which ones I like best. So I'm like, I'm trying to use up some but still have some, and then I have the Dossier partnership I've been doing for the past 2 months. So it's like I don't really need any full-size fragrances because Dossier always sends over full-size fragrances, and I love a lot of the fragrances they send and have lately been using a lot of those and not even dipping into the ones I've already purchased myself. So I'm like, last thing I need to be doing is buying a million like full-size fragrances. So everything is a travel size, and I still got like 4 more fragrances to talk about. Stop judging me. But next I have Into Deep from 5 Cents. If you all remember, I had a fragrance from them that I really liked. Shout out to Babs Beauty or Stephanie here on YouTube. She put me onto this brand because I had seen one fragrance I wanted to try from them, and I actually didn't like the one I tried, but the one she recommended I liked more than the one I tried. So this one is warm and spicy, and it's a warm sweet gourmand, of course. So it is a Tahitian vanilla, Australian sandalwood, and sparkling sugar. So needless to say, like, those notes captured my attention. It says, love yourself, delight in the rush of Tahitian vanilla that softly settles into a alluring blend of sparkling sugar and Australian sandalwood. A burst of Italian bergamot melds with musk for a grounding energy. So it kind of sounds like sparkling sugar from Clean Reserve with some vanilla in it. That's just listening to this or reading that off is the vibe is giving me. Now, if it is, I wouldn't necessarily have a problem with that because I like sparkling sugar. I own like the small little set they had in the holiday last year of sparkling sugar because I do like sparkling sugar. It's just a question of, you know, if it smells like sparkling sugar with a scent of vanilla, I could have just sprayed a vanilla fragrance on it and then put, like, you know, sparkling sugar on top. So I'm hoping that's not necessarily the case because then I'll kind of be irritated. Like, I already have a million vanilla fragrances. I expected this to give more vanilla than sparkling sugar because I could have put one of my regular vanilla fragrances over sparkling sugar and call it a day. So I'm really hoping it doesn't turn out to be that, but you know, we just gonna have to wait to see, girl. Next thing I have is this Valentino Donna Born in Rome Green Stravaganza fragrance. So y'all know I love the Valentino fragrances, so I had to try this one out. It's a warm florals. It's tea accord, jasmine, and vanilla. If you notice, I like vanilla. So when they say vanilla, they have my attention. However, the reviews on this are not that good. It's getting a 3.7, and I'm kind of just like, So it's making me like a little eerie of this and wonder if it's going to be right for me. However, I'm still going to try. We just want to see how well it goes. Because, honey, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. But people say they don't like certain things, and I like those certain things. So it's like, that's why I'm still willing to try it, even though people were giving the type of reviews they give it. I'm just like, Next, we're going to have to talk about Jackie Aina. Of course, these are going to be available on February the 2nd. But they're up on Sephora's site now. So it's called You Remind Me is the first one I'm looking at. And it is a fresh florals. It has apricot skin, orange blossom, and sensual musk. So let's read what this description says. It says, cocoon yourself in this intimate blend of soft apricot skin, orange flower, and sensual musk that are so comforting as a warm embrace from your lover. So I'm excited that she's coming out with fragrances, because I was wondering where the candles were going to take us. I figured it made sense for her branding, since she does show a lot of fragrances as well, and talk about a lot of fragrances and do a lot of fragrances recently. I feel like she's moved more out of the beauty space. She still does like show beauty, but I feel like she doesn't like, you know, make it her whole branding like it used to be. So I'm kind of not surprised about the fragrances, but I'm interested to see if she'll make like candle versions of these fragrances, because I think it'd been cool if she had like candle versions of these fragrances if they become really popular, because that way it still ties into what we originally know the brand for, but you still get some uniqueness as well. Because like, what if I want my house to smell like this fragrance? Jackie got you with this candle along with this fragrance. I'm hoping she does that. Like during the holidays, we get a little gift set of like the 4 travel sizes of the fragrances. Or she'll have it like where you can get the candle and then the matching like travel size of the fragrance, or get a full size candle and a full size fragrance and do like $100-something for like that, or have like a whole bundle of it, whatever. I'm hoping she does it, because if we like these fragrances, we gonna want the house to smell like them too. So that's an opportunity. So hopefully her and her team latch on to that. But anyway, on to the next fragrance. This one is NDA. And this will be a warm florals. It seems like she's really into florals, which I'm not. So I'm kind of just over here like, okay. Anyway, so it is spiced rum, tonka bean, and tobacco flower. Interesting. It says, lock the door and sink into this warm, sensual fragrance with bold notes of spiced rum, tobacco flower, and vanilla bean for a scent so seductive it's an impossible secret to keep. So, that's NDA. Again, I will be getting all these in the travel size, and the travel size is $28 a piece. I think the full size is like $80 from what I remember. Looking at it, I'm pretty sure it says $79 or $80. I just put all the travel sizes in my likes because I knew that's what I was going to try. So in the app, you'll be able to get it on the first. The one that's called I Am Her. The other ones didn't say that. They said they came on the second one. So I Am Her is the only one, I guess, that's going to launch first as an app exclusive the day before the second. So April Fool's Day it should launch. And I Am Her is my type of scent. It's a warm and sweet gourmand. So this is red velvet, pear, and oud. So I'll be interested to see how this is going to compare to the other pear jam one I have, since it says this one has pear. Because originally when I read it, I swore it said raspberries and some other stuff when you read her Instagram post with Forever Mood and her. But it says, get ready for an obsession like no other with this rich, faceted gourmand that layers decadence and notes of red velvet, pear, and raspberry. That's what I heard about raspberry, for an addictive scent that will leave everyone wanting more. So I'm like, okay. Sounds good to me. It has raspberry, it has pear, and it has red velvet. So I'm liking the way it sounds. And the last one is called Hard to Get. Yeah, so I Am Her is the only one that's going to launch a day ahead of the other ones. So I guess that's the one she's expecting to do the best. And that's why she's giving early access to it. Because that is the one she showed us first. And then she showed all these other ones after the fact. So that's the one that you'll be able to order ahead of time. I'm going to just order all of them at one time. Anyway. So Hard to Get is the last one we have to talk about. And this is a fruity floral one. It has citron zest, sheer jasmine, and whipped vanilla. It says the bright luminous blend of energizing citron zest and sheer jasmine is finished with whipped vanilla for a sparkling scent that's as sweet and irresistible as the person wearing it. Now I'm wondering if this is going to be similar to, I tried the shade called Lamu from Brown Girl Jane, and it had like lemon in it and some florals in it. So I'm wondering if this will give like a similar vibe of that or not. that's kind of what I'm curious about. But now let's get into my recommendations as far as products go. Now y'all know I always recommend that you get your luxury high-end stuff when the sale comes on. So for example, like the Kylie fragrance, if you want the full size of any of the Old Gasm collection. I personally like Old Gasm Rose the best, believe it or not. I thought I wasn't, because y'all know I'm not a florals girl, but it doesn't necessarily smell like a traditional rose. I also like Born to Be Unforgettable by Kylie. Not Kylie, Killian. I know Angie or Angelica Nikovich said she didn't like it and it smelled like old stale Coke to her. To me it smells like Coca-Cola, like it says, with like a nice lemon twist. So it smells like a lime Coke. That's personally the vibe it gave me, and I was fine with it. But I haven't smelled the fragrance she smelled, and that might be why I feel the way I feel. But you know, that's just me, and you know that's okay. I was debating on if I should get the by Rosie Jane Missy fragrance. Let me read the notes in here so we can see what they're talking about over here. But it's one of those fresh solar scents, and I'm not really a fan of fresh solar scents. It's green mandarin, coconut, and pineapple. So I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. That's one I'd have to smell in store. That's one I'm not even willing to take a risk on, just because I'm just like, I don't know. I recommend people trying out the Sol de Janeiro Real Radiance SPF. I plan on getting some. I'm wondering if I should get, which one I should get though. I don't know if I want like the body oil spray or if I want the sunscreen body lotion. So that's my only concern with that. I'm wondering which one I should get. But I do definitely recommend you trying it out because I feel like they're great. I recommend you try out the Tatcha sunscreen as well. I have the original one. I thought it was really nice. I don't know if this is different than the original one though, because it's saying mineral sunscreen, and I don't remember if the original one said mineral sunscreen or not. But I feel like it's important that you use the sunscreen. That's why I'm recommending those two sunscreens, just because, you know, needs the sunscreen out here in these streets, girl. I also recommend that you try out the One Size by Patrick Starr Cheek Clapper 3D Blush Palettes. I actually have one on my face right now. I have on the lighter pink one that he came out with. I just mixed it in with the L'Oreal one. But I was thinking about getting the, what is it called? Whirly Pop one. I don't know. We'll have to see. If you like skincare, I definitely recommend that you get some Glow Recipe. Like, they have some really nice skincare. I was thinking about getting this Plump and Hydrate Duo set because I like their hyaluronic acid and I like their moisturizer. That's one of the moisturizers I use the most before I put on my makeup. I really like that. And of course, y'all know I think you should get the Glow Star filter from Dior. Like I said, when the luxury stuff comes out, make sure you pick it up, girl. So I recommend you pick that up for sure. The LYS blush stick is really nice as well. I'm just bummed that the orange shade that they showed in those pictures never actually came to Sephora. Like, they have other shades, but they don't have that orange shade at Sephora. So I'm thinking that's like an exclusive to their website that you have to pick up from their website, because there's no way you showed it and then you don't have it anymore. So I'm just like a little confused on that. But yeah, of course I say get the Phlur Vanilla Skin, Hair, and Body Fragrance Mist, since they actually have it in available finally. So if you have if they have it, definitely pick it up, because honey, I am so excited that they have it in stock finally. The Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, the kissing ones, those are the ones I prefer. They have other ones, but I just prefer the kissing ones. So if I told you to get one, it would be those. I plan on picking up these Makeup by Mario lipsticks. You know, the satin ones, because I wanted to compare them to the ones from KKW to see if they were similar to those. But hers are super old anyway, so I wouldn't recommend you put them on your lips now just because they're so old. But I was interested in, you know, like, trying those out and seeing about those, because I want to see what's the difference between his satin formula versus his, you know, matte formula. So perhaps look out for those. I've been looking at this Refi Glow and Sculpt Face Serum Primer with niacinamide for a while. The packaging looks so weird on it though. That's why I've just been kind of like, I don't know. But I'm still somewhat intrigued. I like the Ulta Beauty powders. I like the peach shade. So if you're interested in like a different tone underneath the eye as opposed to always using like a yellow banana-ish type shade, I would recommend the shade Peach Pie. I think it really looks nice underneath the eyes. I've worn it a few times. If you all saw underneath my eyes and you liked it, then I think you would might like that. The Laura Mercier concealer and foundation, I think both of those are really nice. So if you're interested in looking for a complexion product, that's one of the ones I would recommend. I'm getting this Glow Recipe Cloudberry Bright Essence Toner. I'm definitely picking that up. I've been looking at it and stalking it for a while, so I'm finally just gonna go ahead and bite the bullet and throw it in my cart, and we'll see what happens. Vanilla Milk by Ellis Brooke. You don't have to get that Phlur fragrance I told you all about a little bit earlier in this video. It smells, they smell exactly the same. Like, they smell exactly the same. You do not need to pay the Ellis Brooklyn prices when it's exactly the same. I'm telling y'all, it's exactly the same. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I would necessarily recommend that you get? Oh yeah, the Fenty fragrance. If you're interested in the Fenty fragrance, they have a box set, and then you'll get a discount on top of the price of the box set. But she just had a sale on her website for 25% off, so you might want to go over there and get it instead of buying it on Sephora's website, but that would be up to you. The Shani Darton's Signature Nourishing Facial Mask with Squalene, I definitely recommend you pick that up. I really like that mask. I've been using it quite frequently. I might have to pick one up during sale myself because I'm low on mine. So that might be something I have to throw in my cart. I recommend the Glow Recipe Strawberry stuff as well. What is this called? I think it's Strawberry AHA BHA. Isn't that what it's called? Yeah, the Strawberry Smooth BHA and AHA Serum and Primer. I like both of those. I like Glow Recipe skincare a lot, so I would recommend picking those up if you get a chance to. And any Kayali fragrance, just about, I recommend. I don't have too much other stuff to recommend. If you wanted the Makeup by Mario eyeshadow palette, I did like the cool tone version. I don't like the original one. I like the more neutral one, if you will. The Makeup, Milk Makeup setting powder, I feel like that's really nice too. But I don't have a whole bunch of stuff to recommend just because, you know, I've been trying a whole bunch of stuff, and a lot of stuff I've been trying lately, if you all notice, I told you it hasn't been at like Sephora. So the luxury stuff I've been trying lately, I don't have too much to recommend here because I've already, you know, like tried a lot of this. I've tried a lot of stuff and it wasn't, you know, it wasn't here. So that's all I got. That, like, that Guerlain concealer I really like. I can't recommend that to you because they don't have it at Sephora. Or the Louboutin foundation I just tried. I can't recommend that to you because they don't have it at Sephora. So I'm recommending some older stuff, unfortunately, because I don't have lately a lot of newer stuff that I necessarily can recommend to you, or I haven't tried it yet, like the Say Concealer. I don't know if I should recommend that to you or not because I haven't tried it yet. So those are the few things I had to recommend, in addition to, like, you know, the stuff I showed you that I plan on purchasing. But that's all I had to talk to y'all about. I know we've been sitting here a good long while, but I hope you enjoyed sitting here and hearing about the things I was going to buy, the things that you'll get to see in the future on the channel, and some of my recommendations if they were helpful to you. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Make sure you subscribe. Check out the membership down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl.